The best part about baking without eggs is that you can just look out the bowl and not worry about it. What is up, guys? Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another video. I'm so excited to have you guys here. If you're new here, hi, welcome. My name's Claire and I'm a student currently studying naturopathic medicine, and I'm super passionate about all things health, wellness, and just living a healthy and balanced lifestyle. And on my channel, I love sharing healthy meal ideas so that you guys can go get creative in the kitchen and cook yourself up some yummy and nourishing meals. But as always, I know we are all super excited to get into the food, so let's just get into the video. I'm still on my baked oatmeal kick, and I had some super ripe bananas, so I decided to make a little banana bread baked oatmeal, and I was blending it and the batter seemed really thin, and I realized I forgot to add my chia and flax seeds, so I went ahead and added those, and then I just topped it off with some bananas and of course some peanut butter and banana, you guys know, and some coconut sugar as well. And then once it was all baked, I topped it off with some walnuts, and that was my breakfast.
This feeling, I just can't fight it. You know all the ways I like it. My north, you're my south, you're my east, you're my west. When you see me at my worst, try to make me feel my best. This love, we just can't deny it. You know all the ways I like it. You holding me, tangled up in these sheets, holding you, holding me, easy love.
And for lunch, I decided to make a tofu scramble. So I started by sauteing up some mushrooms in coconut oil, and then I got started on my sauce. I just added some coconut aminos, nutritional yeast, smoked paprika, turmeric, garlic, and water into a little cup and mixed that around. I also had some sweet potatoes in the fridge, so I just added those in to use them up. Added in my crumbled tofu along with some spinach and the sauce, and I just mixed that all up. And then I decided to serve these on some corn tortillas. I've been on a huge corn tortilla kick, and I added some of my cilantro coconut sauce. If you guys watched my last What I Eat in a Week, the recipe for the sauce is in that video. And I cut up an avocado as well, and I was so happy because it was a good one. You guys know I'm kind of hit or miss with the avocados. And yeah, this was a delicious lunch. I used to eat breakfast burritos and breakfast tacos a lot in undergrad, and this definitely reminded me of those. And of course, you can have breakfast food for any meal of the day. And to be honest, on Monday, I wasn't really feeling my best mentally. I just had a lot of things on my mind, so I decided to make some brownies to cheer myself up. As usual, I kind of just eyeballed the recipe, but of course, I will put my best estimates in the description box below. I think I was also just super excited to use my mini ramekin for something else. And for dinner, I didn't really feel like doing too much cooking, so I just started by sauteing up some tempeh on the stovetop, and then I warmed up some leftover soup. The recipe for this is in my last What I Eat in a Week. It's just a carrot, parsnip, red lentil soup. Top that off with my tempeh, and I had some sourdough bread and some sauerkraut, and that was my dinner. And of course, after dinner, I had a few more of the brownies with some peanut butter for dessert. And on Tuesday, I decided to do a little experiment. I blended all the ingredients except for the oats. for my baked oats, and then I added them in after so that they would stay whole. I just wanted to see if I would like the texture better. I added some of my crumble, which is just coconut sugar, almond flour, and cinnamon. And then I also added some peanut butter on top. And I think I like the texture better when you blend everything together. So, I mean, they were still delicious.
I'm so sorry for dreaming about the future. Maybe I'll be better when we're old enough. Hey, I'm sorry for dreaming about the future. You and I'll be better when we're old enough.
And I was on Zoom calls for school most of the morning on Tuesday, so I wanted something pretty quick for lunch. I just made up some avocado toast. I just seasoned my avocado with salt, pepper, and lemon juice. And then I sauteed up some tempeh in my normal seasonings, and then I had a bunch of leftover roasted vegetables from the weekend, so I warmed those up as well. I topped it all off with some balsamic glaze, and that was my lunch on Tuesday. And for dinner on Tuesday, I decided to make a tofu bowl. So I just started by marinating some tofu in coconut aminos, lime juice, garlic powder, and smoked paprika, and then I just sauteed that on the stove. I also steamed up some broccoli. I cooked up some rice and seasoned that with some rice vinegar and salt. Added my broccoli, tofu, some alfalfa sprouts that I've been sprouting, edamame, kimchi, and then I topped it all off with some more of the cilantro coconut sauce, and that was my dinner.
A steamboat sailed ashore. It was calling me aboard. And as I climbed inside, I saw you sitting there. In a daydream, you were lost, but you saw me through the fog. You tried to hide behind your paper and your pen, but you laughed instead.
And for lunch on Wednesday, I had to go into school, so I just packed up my lunch. If you guys have been watching any of my videos, you know I've been obsessed with making my own little nori rolls. So I just added some rice, sweet potato, some of the cilantro, coconut sauce, some leftover steamed broccoli, avocado. Did I already say that? I don't know. Kimchi. Yeah, you guys saw everything that went in there, and I just took that with me. I was kind of on the go on Wednesday, and I just wanted something that was going to be really easy. And I also took a couple of my brownies as a snack, and that was my lunch on Wednesday.
Focus, you were there. In your smile, I was lost. When you motioned me to talk.
And for dinner on Wednesday, I decided to make up some pasta, and while my noodles were cooking, I just sauteed up some Brussels sprouts in coconut oil, and I also added some tofu that I had been marinating in just my normal seasonings. I added some spinach, and then I added some tahini, nutritional yeast, garlic powder, and lemon juice. I love tahini and lemon together on pasta. I think it's a really great combo. Added in my pasta and gave that a good toss, served that all up in a bowl, and that was my dinner on Wednesday. I really do love this combo. I probably have tahini, lemon, and pasta together at least once a week.
Let's just find out. Pretty blue jeans and me running through evergreen.
eyes left you bleeding on the pavement. So why don't we try just to heal it for the evening?
Babe, I know you know my name, and the spirits in us feel the same. Out tonight, these bastards leaving you in pain, and I'm trying to get them out your brain for now, 'cause I wondered if you spent the winter all alone, but I'm not.
Okay, and if you guys watch my other videos, you know that I generally don't have salads very often, and that's because I'm coming out of winter here in Canada, and I just really don't tend to crave cooling foods like salads. But on this day, it was 13 degrees Celsius, which may not seem warm to some people, but it's pretty warm for March in Canada. So I decided to make up a salad because I just felt like it. I added some edamame, and I basically just made my maple mustard dressing as a dressing. And I roasted up some potatoes and parsnips in the oven and just had that with some of the cilantro sauce to dip, and that was my lunch on Thursday.
I hate it 'cause it's every day. I feel alone even if you surround me. I need you now, can you be around me?
And for dinner on Thursday, I just started by roasting up a bunch of veggies. I chopped up some carrots, parsnips, broccoli, Brussels sprouts, and zucchini, and I realized that I needed a bigger bowl. So after I transferred those into an appropriate sized bowl, I drizzled it with some coconut oil, garlic powder, salt, and pepper, and then I just gave those a really good toss. I laid them out on a baking tray, and I just baked them in the oven at, I think, 375 degrees. I never really look at the time. I just kind of periodically check and take them out when they're done. I also sauteed up some tempeh in the normal seasonings, tamari, maple syrup, garlic powder, and smoked paprika. And then, like I said earlier, I've been on a huge corn tortilla kick. So I warmed up some corn tortillas, added some avocado, my tempeh, I added in my roasted veggies, and then I chopped it all up with some sauerkraut and, of course, a nice drizzle of tahini. And I mean, if you put anything in a tortilla, I think it will taste good, but this was a really good meal as well.
Oh baby, I'm afraid to feel nothing. I know that you can make me feel something. Don't tell me that you're not.
So on Friday, I had to go into the office for work, so I just made up some oatmeal and took it with me. It was just oats, blueberries, collagen, maca. I also added in some coconut sugar, topped that off with some almond butter. I also made a coffee as well, and then I just snacked on my oatmeal a little bit later in the morning when I got hungry.
I can see the vista of your hills, then a silhouette up on the still, dolly brush stroke with the canvas.
And I also brought my lunch with me. I just packed some leftover rice, roasted vegetables, tempeh, basically the leftovers from the night before. And I just packed that in my mini crock pot so that I could warm it up once I got to work. I also made some of my maple mustard tahini sauce and took that with me. And that was my lunch on Friday.
Against my body, but it's like I'm not beside you. Can't think of a reason I should keep you close. Can't say you're the one I need the most. And I know that you can't see it either. Looking at your mirror like you don't wanna be heard. You're never on my mind. I'm trying hard to find a way to tell myself it's fine. But I know that, baby, I'm never on your mind. And it don't matter how hard we try, 'cause you're never on my mind. I know it's been hard and complicated. complicated. I know what you know, but you never say it. One of these days, gotta face the truth. I'm not made for me, I'm not made for you. The best place for me is away from you. Lying in bed, I'm never facing you. And I'm hoping that I might make you mad, so every night you.
And on Friday, I decided to make up some more of my sushi rolls for dinner, even though I'd already had them earlier in the week. And oh, just look at that avocado. It was so perfect. So I started by roasting up some sweet potato, tofu, and broccoli in the oven. And then I just laid out my rice, avocado, sweet potato, tofu, kimchi, and then I also added some alfalfa sprouts as well. If you guys want me to talk a little bit more about how I do my own sprouting from home, definitely let me know in the comments down below, because that's something I want to do a lot more of this spring. I ended up making 2 sushi rolls, and I just served those up with some of the roasted broccoli and coconut aminos, and that was my dinner on Friday. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching and sticking around to the end of the video. I hope that you guys got some meal ideas and inspiration. As always, please remember to nourish your body in a way that makes you feel good, and if you did enjoy the video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and let me know in the comments. Also, let me know what you guys want to see more of on this channel, and if you are new here, make sure to subscribe so you can come hang out with me every week, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!
Like I need to be, doesn't matter what you believe.